Worlds. Well, third time's the charm. I did basically a full reading just now. And the reading, sometimes I just get readings. It just doesn't, I don't know. I don't love them. So anyway, here we are. I'm going to do another reading. Let's see what comes out. And if it's not good, well, then no readings. And you won't even know about it. I'll just know about it. You'll just know that I haven't posted. Okay, well, how's everyone's super full moon? Was it thrilling? Did heated arguments, fights, and discussions come up? Oh, I know they did for me. Ooh, you know what my new vow is? 2026. To not let things build until the supermoon to come out. I'm just going to handle bullshit directly. Every second that bullshit comes up, I'm just going to be like, come again? Come again? Yeah, we're not, no. So that's my own personal thing, but suffice to say, I always clear the air on a supermoon, full moon. And I didn't even go all the way in expressing myself. We just got out the basics, but suffice to say, there'll be some new changes coming up. Yeah, 2026. Yeah, sick of people's shit. Not gonna hold back a second more. Not gonna wait until there's a supermoon to have things bubble to the surface. It's just gonna be, yeah, wow. 100 cards just threw themselves out. Okay, we'll call in the crowd favorites once again. God, Jesus, Grandma, Buddha, Archangels, all ascended masters, all of my benevolent ancestors, and anyone that you're working and praying with. Okay, Grandmama. Oh boy. Seven of Swords. I don't think I've ever had the Seven of Swords come out for a main energy for the collective. What are you being quiet about? Look at you and your little dancer's toes sneaking around. What are you up to? Are you being a bad boy or girl, or are you being a good boy or girl? What is this Seven of Swords? Okay, well, Grandmama. Also, let's call in St. Catherine of Siena. Great thing about living in the city that I do is that everything's named St. Catherine. There's like a St. Catherine, like you could just walk anywhere and you'll find a St. Catherine somewhere. But I do like that because ever since I've started to tune in to the St. Catherines, there's more than one. But St. Catherine of Siena, or Siena, kind of like a mix of Siena and Canada. Anyway, je t'aime. Okay. Okay, so Grandma, we have the Seven of Swords. What's next? The Knight of Wands. Ooh, okay. Well, this card really is speaking. Okay, but I wasn't really focused. Okay. It was the Nine of Swords. We'll see if it comes back out. Okay, so you're in the Seven of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Empress. Ooh. Okay. I feel like an Empress is chasing you, to be honest. We don't know yet. I'm just looking at how the cards are interacting. It's the way, it's the way this little horsey is chasing. And you're kind of like, I feel like you're being a bit coy and playful, where you're like, oh, don't catch me. Don't catch me, handsome Knight of Wands, Empress. Okay, well, we don't know, but let's, okay, so what is going underneath your Seven of Swords? That's 3 cards. Okay, out of the 3. I do feel all 3, but especially, okay, well, we definitely feel this one. Hold on. Okay, it's all 3. Oh my god, back to the Nine of Swords. Okay. So, interesting. These are some of the same cards that came out in the reading that I just did that I'm not going to post, but The Four of Pentacles to the Nine of Swords to... Okay. Well, I'm going to put these to the side. Okay, no, actually, how do I want you? Okay, I'll keep an eye. You did come out. Okay, I'll just send them to the side. I hate when they do that, though. Messes up my flow. Okay, so what's going underneath the Knight of Wands? The Lovers. Oh, je t'aime. Oh, I really do. I think this person is hot to trot for you, but you don't look the most open right now. Okay, so what's going underneath the Empress? King of Wands, again, just looking to you. Okay, so back to your energy. You are not very open. Oh my god, and you keep wanting to have 3 cards come out. Interesting. It's like you have a lot to say. Like in your row? Okay. Okay, so we have the 8 of Cups to the 8 of Swords to the 6 of Swords. Okay, so basically what I'm seeing is, I think, like most of the readings as of late, there's just been some big time breakups, separations, divorces here. Which would make sense why you're not the most open or focused on this Emperor / King of Wands / Lovers, Knight of Wands, who is like really focused on you, so excited. And you're just, yeah, you've ended something and you're leaving. Okay. So, tell us more about this Knight of Wands to the Lovers. Oh, they're a King of Pentacles. Oh, very nice. Oh, so they've really thought about this. They've really thought about you, and they're very certain. They're showing up as like yes, we see the Knight of Wands, which is like they really want to rush forth with all of this passion. They're so excited about you. But they actually are the Empress. So for them to actually get up off their wheat field throne, like look at her, she's comfy. Oh, for her to be like, you know what? I'm not gonna wait for the servants or whoever. I'm just gonna get on my own horse. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm just gonna get on my own horse and just gallop. I don't want to wait. I know I'm the Empress and I should wait, but you know what? I'm here. I have a horse ready. And because I'm also the King of Wands to the King of Pentacles to the Lovers, like I know when I know. And I know. Oh boy. Very passionate. They are so attracted to you. Ay, 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 ay. That is true. Okay, so the Empress to the King of Wands. What is the last card going underneath for this person? Oh, they really want you. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. See, look, they just want to slide right into your life. Oh my God. I feel like they've been writing in their journal day and night, Dear diary, I love this person with all of my heart. Maybe not, because maybe they don't know you. I desire this person with my whole heart. Okay, so let's swing back to you. Okay. Yeah, like I feel like you've already had a couple cards clarified, like 3 cards. Okay, so let's go back up to your original energy, the 7 of Swords. Because you're looking at that Knight of Wands. Okay, so why are you in the 7 of Swords right now? You're single. You're single. I don't know if you want too many people to know about the end of your relationship. Yeah, the 3 of Wands. I think you've been quietly working behind the scenes. Like, you know, sometimes when you hear about, like, who did I just hear about? I don't know, some famous couple. But apparently they separated, like, a year ago. Their PR has been, yeah, there's, like, you've been quietly behind the scenes, been doing this, going through your own kind of personal hell, but you've been very quiet about it. But as you're dealing with this stuff, because you're carrying 5 swords, but it's from the past, but you, like, your body is moving towards the past, but you're looking right at that Knight of Wands. So, like, on one hand, okay, let's just get real Snoopy and Scoopy, like, right here, right now. You're looking at that Knight of Wands. How do you feel about this Knight of Wands? Three of Cups. Oh, man, you would, at minimum, love to have a cup of tea with this person. Cheers. At minimum, a little drinkski. Doesn't have to be alcoholic. Again, could be a cup of coffee, cup of tea, some kombucha, a little matcha, whatever wets the whistle. Oh man, but yeah, you are all business. Now, what's so funny though is that a lot of the cards that came out for this reading was in the first reading. Now that reading, to be honest, it may not apply here, but considering that half of the cards, it's a slightly different story, but it did revolve around walking away from a devil, and there was plans around getting pregnant. Put that if it fits. It may not. It may not. Okay. Guys, it's the first week of classes. I'm so excited. Yeah, I have my old cutie patootie today. And it's classes this week. I still don't think my student loans are going to pay for this semester because our province is fucked. I think I'm going to have to defer until September because I don't have access to loans and grants until the spring. They really make education hard, even when you have access to education. Well, anyway. Okay. Okay, so this Knight of Wands has crossed your path. Yeah, I don't know. The truth about them. What is the truth about them? Well, that's the truth. They've crossed your path, but what's the truth? I think you really like them. Oh, the truth is you're in the Hermit? Oh God, you're up to your eyeballs and assholes. Yeah, whatever kind of separation. The truth is that you, well, the Hermit is past facing, but that Six of Swords is current. Yeah, there's a lot of like, you're picking up pieces. Okay, so we see that. I'm gonna put these, a lot of cards out here. Okay, so we see that you're picking up pieces. You've most likely just gone through a divorce, a separation, huge breakup, some kind of loss. Big time. It looks as though you're having, okay, so what's going on? Okay, well, let's just quickly check in around your work. What's going on with your work? Because with your move, I'm like, is that gonna impact your work? Like, do you have a new job, a new house coming? Or is this like, oh, your work's fine. You're in the Nine of Pentacles. You're doing great. You are self-sufficient. Okay, and single as a Pringle. Okay, so work is fine. Are you moving locations? Like, I see you moving house, but like, are you physically? Queen of Swords, yes. To the Sun. To the Nine of Cups. Well, you're future facing, you see things clearly, and look at all the sun and happiness. So wherever you're moving to or relocating, it is total wish fulfillment here. Can I know anything else about this? Victorious. And a King of Swords. Okay. So, all that to say, you're going to be fine. There's big changes. But like the Sun is literally the happiest card in the deck. And going back to what I said in the first reading, is that if part of your story included that you were trying to get pregnant actively with this devil, the person that you just separated from, It's because I believe, more than likely, you're supposed to have children or a child with a completely different person to have this family with. Okay, so now we see that. Okay, let's go back to this person. Okay, so this Empress, King of Wands, King of Panties, Lovers, Knight of Wands person. What's going to happen between you, if anything? Because sometimes nothing. Sometimes people just love us, like us, are attracted to us, and it doesn't mean, okay, well, right now they're going to watch you. And you might watch them. There's just a lot of look-see-loo. Oh, a Queen of Pentacles showing up. We see this person as a King of Panties. But this Queen of Pentacles is holding her coin, and she's not looking up. High Priestess. Oh, it's you. You're watching them. Because you're the Queen of Penties. Okay, so you're behind the scenes. See, it's the looking. See how she's looking at that pentacle? But that's what a page... And the High Priestess, she's a look-see-loo too, but spiritually. And she's quiet. And we see that Seven of Swords. Sneaking, but also you're keeping quiet. You're a private person. Okay, so you're looking into this person. Can we talk feelings? I know it's probably a little bit early because you are in that Four of Pentacles. You're closed off a bit, fair enough, but you are looking at this person. Oh, Two of Cups. Yes, yes, yes. 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 I love to see it. So the Hermit is back out, but now it's facing this Six of Cups. I feel as though this person, there's a feeling of reminiscence and nostalgia here. We already saw you in the Hermit energy, but now that you're using that, I feel like this person, as you look to this person, their energy or who they are, there's something about them that's really... It feels familiar, but it also elicits nostalgia. Do you know what I mean? Like they just, I don't know, I'm getting like whimsy, magical. Like that feeling when you're kids, when you meet someone, you know, when you move to a new school and there's someone in your class or someone who walks up to you and they basically just say like, we're gonna be best friends. And you do, like it's best friends from day one. Okay. Okay, so how do you see this person? Page of Cups. Well, this person might be creative, but there's like a real sweetness here. It really is like, out of all the pages, I like the Page of Cups the most. And with the Six of Cups, again, nostalgia, sweetness, childlike. It's so pure. It's so good. Okay, so you see them, again, going back to magical, whimsical. I just feel like this person just melts hearts. They're a sweetheart. Okay, and that's captivating for you. Okay, so that's how you see them. How do you feel about this person? How does this person make you feel? Because I don't know if you have enough to like interactions, but how do they make you feel? They make you feel hope. Because your ships are coming in. Not just hope, but that like, it's based on real things. Again, tangible things, because you can see the ships. So it's not just planning. It's like the planning and then seeing and waiting, but like you see them coming. So it's hope based off of real things. Okay, so what's stopping you from going towards this person? The Tower. The Emperor. What's the Emperor to the Tower in terms of what's keeping you to the Magician to Judgment? Well, you're in a position of power, but you're there again. Now, okay, so we saw the Queen of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. Now we have the Emperor to the Empress. The Emperor is facing me directly. Well, on one hand, I want to say there's a fear of judgment, but to be honest, I also feel like, hold on, the Emperor to the Tower. What's the Tower? The Nine of Penties. Oh, there's just, I see. It's a fear of falling, it's a fear of falling in love. That makes sense. That literally, it makes, because again, when we're not in like YouTube tarot card land, like real life, like someone freshly waking up as they would on this very day, fresh from a divorce, it's like no one is chomping at the bit to, I mean, I guess some people who don't know how to be alone would be immediately on dating apps and stuff, but for most people, it's like, it takes the wind out of your sails. It's an upending of worlds. So even if when there is people on the periphery, it's like real life, you're not as enthusiastic to chase a maybe when literally you've just like kind of lost everything. Yes. Because he was clarified by the Nine of Pentacles again, which keeps showing up for you, but the Nine of Pentacles is like self-sustained, completely happy on their own, like single as a Pringle, taking care of themselves. The Emperor is making a big judgment here. They're making a decision about, again, what they want to create for themselves. Okay. Okay, so hold on. Let's put all of these back in. Okay. So, Grandmama, what's going to happen? What's going to happen with collective here and this person? A judgment. Okay, there's a communication. Oh, wow. Look at this. Okay. So it's like you fear it, and then somehow, some way, you make a real big decision. And see how you're just trumpeting for this one? This one gets picked. So I believe it's the Empress. And then you're going to communicate. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so what does this actually look like? Yeah, like for real, Spirit Team, what does this actually look like when someone's been eating shit sandwiches, but there is someone on the periphery? Five of Wands. Okay, well, what's the Five of Wands about? I have seen that come through. Temperance. To the Nine. Okay. Well, this to me is still speaking of the person that you walked away from. There's still some conflict. Yeah, this rebalancing, the Hermit. Okay, so you need to be single for a bit, for hot sec. Makes sense. Excuse me. What's the communication about? Oh my god, back to that Queen of Wands. Ooh. Oh my god, we have the... Oh man. The Queen to the King. Like, guys, it's a match. Okay. Yeah, total happiness. Okay. So basically, you two are a perfect little match. There's definitely some stuff going on. Okay. So God, walk me through the process. Collective here. It's going through a time. Big changes. Okay, so walk me through the realistic timeline of what it's going to look like for Collective to get themselves sorted and to go towards this person. Okay, but we have the 10 of Penties to the Page of Wands to the 2 of Penties. Okay, so as you're rebuilding, and we saw you in the 9 of Penties, you must have some profession where you do quite well for yourself. You're comfortable. Okay, so you're gonna, because we see the move, you're gonna get moved, you're gonna reestablish your home life, your stability. And then, Page of Wands. That Page of Wands is looking right at that Knight of Wands. Okay, so Passion Station. But with being realistic enough to know that with all of these changes, and also you have to get to know someone. Again, like real life pacing here. Doesn't mean you can't be excited. Doesn't mean that there can't be like, but it's a bit of a juggle. Also, because again, I feel like you have a career. That's important. Yeah, seven of Penties. Yeah, you've really worked hard for a lot of things. So this balancing, you're all for it, but yeah, it's a delicate balance. Okay, so let's go back to this delicate balance. Talk about it, Spirit. Yeah, with this new person, and because you've already put a lot of time, energy, and effort into that last relationship, yeah, it's about going low and slow, with moments, dashes of excitement and speed, but for the most part, it's like, especially if, like, you do have kids, I don't know, there's something here about your career. To the Hermit. Okay. Okay, so when you guys start dating or hanging out, getting to know one another, let's talk about it. Oh, Knight of Swords, look how quickly this horse is moving. Oh, to the Emperor. Oh, yeah. Yes, back to that tower. Yeah, they'll be, like, things get communicated. Okay, so what are we communicating? Strength. Well, it's that big kitty energy. It's Leo. And we've seen the sun come out. Yeah, there's just a lot of happiness and attraction here. Like a bit of manhandling. Can't be mad about it. Okay, so when you guys get a smooching, it's inevitable. You guys are going to get a smooching. 2 cards. Oh, look at that. Yeah. The 8 of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles. See, you put in the work. Because we saw the 7 of Pentacles. Like, it doesn't matter what relationship. Like, you always put your best foot forward. Just like in the Justice card, where she has her little toe sticking out. Yeah. You do want to put in the effort with this person. You do. And you have a lot of pentacles, but because you're going through a really rough time, and we saw you already wasted a lot of pentacles on that last person, but it's the Knight. Yeah, you're showing up correct. Your horse is all dressed up. Oh, man. And the death card is technically a success. Death always wins. Death is always triumphant. There's an ending, but there is a new beginning. And that's why death is triumphant. That's why death can never be destroyed, because there's always a new beginning. There's always life after death. Death cannot be destroyed. Yeah, and he's pleased as punch. Yeah, look at this guy. Yeah, he's smiling. He's smizing to the best of his ability. He's smizing. Yeah, he feels great about it. See, and that's the energy you're in. You finally get to a place where you're like, see the horse, where you're like, oof, that wasn't ending. That fucking sucked. That was dog balls the whole way. But then you're like, I don't know, this person, giddy up. They put a little clip clop in your step. Yeah, the Five of Cups. Things just take time. Like, this is the thing, going back to like real life, not YouTube land. But yeah, the art of timing, grieving, reflecting, all the changes that come. You're in that. And you do have to look at the 3 cups that have fallen, because those were important cups for you. And yes, you don't quite see that 2 of Cups, but maybe you do. And maybe it's just, again, it's about acknowledging the past. Ugh, excuse me, it's so dry, guys. Everything is itchy as hell. Okay, well, so let's talk outcome. If you move forward with this person who clearly, you guys show up as an emperor, empress, king of wands, queen of wands, king of penties, queen of penties. Oh my, my. Oh my, my. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, there's just these offerings. And it's really nice because it's like, we see that you have the means. Like, you guys are probably going to go the distance, but I love that it's just these like offerings, like Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords. But we also see like the 8 of Pentacles, like putting in time and work. Okay, so basically, long story short, you're just gonna go at a natural and healthy speed, you know? Getting to know someone, like really, like, I always call it the pre-dating. Like, just spend time with someone without labeling it and without getting smoochy right away. Like, hand to God, no one's gonna die if you don't have a smooch or have sex within the first, like, week or even 3 months of knowing someone. Like, hand to God. Just savor getting to know someone. That's just me. Do what you want to do. Clearly, your life. No mom, no rules. I'm just saying there is something nice about actually getting to know someone, and also because when you remove things like sex, if someone's a dirt-kicking snake, it really reveals people's truest colors and nature pretty immediately. Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. If you could tell this person anything, what would you tell this person right now? Queen of Cups. Oh, beautiful. Are we going to see a King of Cups now? Oh, didn't we see a King of Cups? Hold on. 10. Yeah, you do. You see the future. You see long term with this person. There is big feelings there. It's just like, You got shit going on. Fair. Yeah, for some reason, like, the reading kind of just feels done, or it's just like, okay, Grandmama, is there anything else you want me to tell this person? Two of Swords. Well, we saw with that Judgment, you gotta make a decision. Yeah. It's just like overnight. Yeah, overnight. You make that decision. Because we saw you as the Emperor with the Tower. Yeah, like, you just wake up, oh, look, there's the Hierophant. Oh, yeah, so you make a decision to choose love. You're like, I can love again. But also, your energy. You're not... You weigh everything. And I don't see you getting too looped out, but I do see you as someone who's very discerning. Someone who would use distancing to get a heightened perspective, to really like not be completely swayed by emotions, and not that you're cool as a cucumber where you totally, again, write them off, but I feel like you're like, okay, yeah, there's something here about analysis where you're just like, let's review everything. I feel as though you're really good at knowing, just going back to the Two of Pentacles, like the balancing, I feel like you're really good in general at balancing a lot. I feel like whatever your career is in your everyday life, it requires a lot of balance, but you do it effortlessly. I see that you're private. Yeah, I don't think you like a lot of people knowing your business. There's like, I feel like there's like a little nugget here. Hold on. Oh, the little nugget is, this is why you're private. Is because below the surface, you're really struggling with anxiety, with fear, with doubt, with all the really human things. This is the thing, and especially if you're in a position where, like, I don't know, you have a really recognized career, something that there's accolades, the world sees you in this very particular way. I think it's even harder at times when you have a very front-facing persona, much like the Emperor, because we're more than our front-facing persona, you know? You're more than your career. I don't care what your job is. At the end of the day, you're a human being. You're someone who's probably in their, like, sad sweats right now. You might even have to wear a uniform, but I feel like whatever's going on for you, it's just like, I'm connecting to the human you. But that's why, yeah, that's why there's so much protection, privacy, and like moving quietly. Because you're really sad, you're really afraid, you're really kind of lost even though you're not lost. King of Cups. I knew we were going to see that King of Cups. Oh, man. Yeah, it's weird. You're really analytical, but you're deeply emotional. You're really loving. Back to that Knight of Pentacles. Oh, you're so sincere. You're so sincere. And like, your word is gold. If you say you're going to do something, you do it. That's why we saw like the Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Like, you pick something and you stick with it and you complete it, or you see it through, you know? You're very reliable. You're rock steady. Yeah, and a commitment too, like you're you're locked in. Oh man. Well, I see nothing but great things for you and this person. Okay, can we get a timeline, Grandmama? What's the timeline for collective and this person? 5 of Cups. To the Hermit. Yeah, you need a bit of time. You need a bit of time to look at this, and that's what you've been doing. But then I feel like, I don't know, this person might just cross your path again. Yeah, like in the future, like they just, and then it's like, okay, is that what happens? Like you're feeling all sad. You're all hunched over. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they cross your path. They cross your path. You can't avoid them. And then it makes you want to dish out a little coin from the coin purse where you're like, you know what? You're cute as a button. Yeah, and then we're off to victory and success, triumph. Oh, yeah, okay, an 8 of, yeah. So, you're just going to be up to your eyeballs and assholes. Just feeling all of the feelings, looking within. And the 5 of Cups and the Hermit, it's past facing. So even your current energy of the 7 of Swords, it's like you're taken off in the past facing energy, but you're looking to the future, which is the Knight of Wands, that person, the Empress. Excusez-moi. But it looks delicious. We're just gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna overcomplicate it. It really just is like, life is lifing. Terrible time. And this person who's kind of been in your periphery, somehow, some way. And at some point when the time is right, this person, you two are just gonna cross paths. And it looks beautiful. Because you two just keep matching each other on every level. Okay, well, that's it. That's it. I gotta get ready for this day. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say other than take care of your heart. Take care of your hearts. Oh, was this supermoon extra stinky? Oh, that'll do it. Every major breakup or discovery of terrible behaviors or big fights, always a supermoon, full moon. Okay, well, take care of your little heart. Yeah, take care of your hearts. And go cross paths with this person at some point soon. And then have a smooch about it. Okay, stay blessed, stay golden.